Introduction: The Embodied Brain. The authors introduce the concept of peripersonal space, the space immediately surrounding the body that the brain maps as an extension of the self. These body maps are flexible and change depending on actions or tools used, such as when you use a baseball bat or drive a car. This flexible, expanded sense of self explains a wide range of behaviors, from body perception to actions like reaching, moving, or feeling emotions. Chapter 1: The Body Mandala. This chapter delves into how the brain maintains a map of the body, with different areas devoted to different body parts. This body map, referred to as the body mandala, helps you know where your body is in space and how to move. For example, when you wave your hand, your brain's map keeps track of that movement. Every action, like touching your face or kicking a soccer ball, activates specific parts of this map. Chapter 2: The Little Man in the Brain. The authors explore how neuroscientist Wilder Penfield discovered the body maps in the brain through surgeries on patients with epilepsy. Penfield mapped out regions of the brain that correspond to specific body parts, creating the homunculus, a distorted figure with exaggerated hands, lips, and tongue. The chapter also touches on Penfield's discovery that stimulating certain parts of the brain causes physical sensations or movements, revealing the direct connection between brain and body. Chapter 3: Dueling Body Maps. This chapter discusses the difference between the body schema and the body image, the mental representation of what your body looks like. These two can often conflict, such as in cases of body dysmorphia or phantom limb sensations in amputees. The chapter explores how people often still feel fat even after losing weight, because their body image hasn't caught up with their new body schema. Chapter 4: The Homunculus in the Game. The chapter discusses how thinking about physical movements can activate body maps in the brain even without actual movement. This phenomenon is evident in athletes or musicians who mentally rehearse their skills. The brain's body maps can be trained and refined through mental practice, suggesting that thinking is almost as good as doing in some cases. Chapter 5: Plasticity Gone Awry. Here, the authors examine how body maps can become distorted or dysfunctional, leading to conditions like phantom limb syndrome, where amputees still feel sensations from their missing limbs, or conditions like anorexia, where a distorted body image leads to unhealthy behaviors. The chapter discusses the brain's remarkable plasticity and ability to reorganize body maps, which can sometimes go wrong. Chapter 6: Broken Body Maps. This chapter explores neurological conditions where body maps break down, such as in cases of alien hand syndrome, where people feel as though one of their hands is acting independently. It discusses how body maps are essential for basic functioning and how their failure can lead to a loss of control over one's own body. Chapter 7: The Bubble Around the Body. The authors introduce the idea of a personal bubble, the space we perceive as our own. The brain extends its body maps into this space, making it feel as though it's a part of us. This explains why we feel discomfort when someone invades our personal space, or why we instinctively duck when walking under a low ceiling. The chapter also explains how we extend this personal bubble to objects we use, like cars or tools. Chapter 8: Sticks and Stones and Cyberbuns. This chapter focuses on the ways technology and tools become extensions of our body maps. Whether it's a surgeon using robotic tools or someone playing a video game, the brain quickly incorporates these extensions as part of the self. The authors discuss how this ability to extend body maps into tools or machines has profound implications for virtual reality, prosthetics, and future technological advancements. Chapter 9: Mirror, Mirror. The chapter explains the role of mirror neurons, which are neurons that fire when we observe someone else performing an action, as though we are doing the action ourselves. These neurons are responsible for empathy and understanding others' intentions and emotions. They also explain phenomena like contagious yawning, or why we wince when we see someone else in pain. Chapter 10, Heart of the Mandala. The final chapter ties together the various insights into body maps with a discussion of the insula, a region of the brain responsible for integrating the body's internal states, like hunger, pain, and emotion, with external sensory information. The insula helps create the self by linking body maps with emotions, explaining why feelings like fear or love are experienced as physical sensations in the body.